Hi friends, it's Cheryl here again. This is my second video. So I am still new at this, these forward-facing, in-your-face videos that I'm doing here, but little soul conversations from beautiful spots in Costa Rica. So as you can see, actually I am sitting on a palm tree. And so we've got a gorgeous vista, and I actually didn't have to go very far to find this one because this week I have moved. I've moved to the beach here in Samara, and I'm going to try not to squint at you too much because I know I can get a squinty face pretty severely, but yeah, so this is my beautiful little corner of the world that I'd like to welcome you to. One of my favorite spots here. And well, we've been talking about self-image and self-acceptance, and while that is also very near and dear to my heart as I go through some of these some growth, self-inflicted growth, I'll call it, where it's okay, it's now or never, let's work on self. I'm in a beautiful spot in this world, and I'm very grateful, thankful for this, and the room in my heart to work on self as well. But actually at this moment, I was planning to go further into self-acceptance today, but there's really something in my heart, and when there's something weighing on my heart, when I'm writing a blog or doing a video, it needs to come out, or anything else is going to be forced. So, but I think it's also a topic that is important to a lot of other people and near and dear to their hearts as well. Something that doesn't get talked about a lot, but that needs to, because it is prevalent, and it is a problem. And that is talking about it's even difficult to bring up, but there are times in our lives when where people we really care about, people that we love, are going through challenges, emotionally having just this load that is crippling to them, and we want to be there and help and try and offer support and suggestions and love. And sometimes I think when you're really close to someone, when you're the closest person to someone, maybe it can't always be you that can be that help, and that can be really challenging, and that can be very draining for people who care a lot. And so I want to acknowledge that, and that if anybody is struggling with finding their own purpose, their own happiness, their own reasons for joy, reasons for seeking adventure, finding their mojo, whatever it is, that if you are struggling, that you're open and talk about it, but that even if you don't feel that it is worth, maybe you don't feel that you deserve, or that it matters to get help, but even to those that love and care about you and want you to feel better in your life, and want a bright future, that it's going to mean a lot to them. And that it'll take a lot of the stress and pressure off of those that want to help you find those solutions, but maybe just can't. Maybe it's not them that you need to hear it from. So, I don't know if that rings true to everyone, but I think we're all on this journey together yet, and some of us have very similar plights and very similar struggles, but we don't always come together to fight them together, to bond together, to build ourselves up, and camaraderie. Sometimes we're competitive against one another, or don't feel comfortable opening up or sharing what we're going through. And I think that is counterproductive. I think that can isolate some people. So I want to see us all just rise up, like I am rising up on my palm tree. I don't know if you can see. Oh, I apparently scared a little lizard. But I am rising up here on my palm tree, and we're looking out over the ocean and realizing that anything is possible. Anything is possible, even me staring into a video camera here, facing the impossible. I am also, this week I'm going to start another challenge of myself, which is I'm going to, starting today, this afternoon, I'm taking Spanish classes at the Intercultura, which is right near my house. And if anybody else plans on staying at Intercultura, it's a great school, language school there, an immersion program, and actually we are right close by, and we rent out rooms to people there, so it's a great spot right on the beach to stay. But I am typically do not enjoy tests, and do not enjoy the structured learn or looking at the structured grammar and things. It's not particularly fun for me, but it is a goal of myself to be fluent in another language, fluent in Spanish. So that is a big goal for me. So we're starting that today. And I also, you see this big, beautiful ocean back here? It's gorgeous. It's amazing. I have lived literally steps from the beach for a week now, and I haven't been in the ocean. I know, it's almost embarrassing. It has been a little cloudy some of the days, but we've been kind of settling in the house. So that's, I think, another challenge that I'm going to present to myself, is to go from not spending any time in the ocean to getting in the ocean at least every day at some point. And with starting classes, that's going to mess with my schedule a little bit more, but I really want to push my comfort zone a little bit with some of these things, because I am ready for growth and change in my life, and I'm ready to be the best me that I can be, and I want to help anyone along the way that we can. Just looking at life goals, desires that you may have had, anything you're struggling with to really work through and face it and get to the other side, because I think it makes a huge difference when you can feel in your heart and in your mind this incredible clarity. Oh, possible ant bite. Okay, I make faces in a camera while I'm okay. Yep, we're good. Sorry about that. But it's an incredible thing to feel this intense, just in those times of quiet when you do feel peace and clarity in your heart and your mind. It's a beautiful thing, and I want other people to feel that way. And I think sometimes when we found something for ourselves and we want to share it with others, and some people, I get great feedback from you guys, and I really appreciate it, how my blogs and videos have touched you, have inspired you, and that's what keeps me doing this and pushing my comfort zone here, is because I realize there are people who, are considering making changes, or considering following their dreams, or considering finding their own peace, or trying to find that inner voice, or have that negative mental chatter. And I really want to help people through that, because when that mental chatter is eliminated and it's been switched to positive thoughts, it is huge. It is completely life-changing, and you're able to see the world from a more positive perspective. And when you can see the world from a more positive perspective, things in your life start to change, and you start to attract beautiful and amazing. You start to be able to follow your dreams. You start to be able to find these special places in the world where you just feel like, wow, this is it. I have reached that spot. I have reached where I'm meant to be. And it's just so deeply beautiful, deeply peaceful, and inspiring. And it can be painful when you want to be able to share that with the ones you love and explain that, and the people you're closest with are sometimes the most resistant to this, and that can be very exhausting and draining. And we need to make sure that perhaps we're not too attached to this outcome, that we're just lovingly making ourselves available in case we're needed, or given other paths that someone can follow. But I'd really like to help people see things more positively, and the more you pattern yourself in doing that, the easier it gets, and it begins to start to change your brain. I definitely believe. So I'd like to see a little exercise of just starting with 3 things that you can think of that you're grateful for. 3 things that just make you smile. Finding what that is, and holding on to it, and just letting that be your mantra of joy when you're having a rough time. Just bring up one of your things that makes you smile, and then we're just gonna try to build upon that. So let's see, what are 3 things that make me smile? 3 things that make me smile. Sunshine is huge for me. It was tough for me in Pennsylvania because it's gray a lot in Pennsylvania. So if you're needing some sunshine, I'm going to share some with you. Can you see this? Can you see the sun up there? If you're like me and you need some sunshine, yeah. Actually, the more frequently I had been visiting Costa Rica, it became more challenging for me with these long stretches without any sunshine. I felt like I did not live where the sun lived. It didn't want to come there. And for me, I did have to find another location that I connected with more. I have the most adorable 2-year-old son. He is a joy. He loves to giggle. He's adventurous. So he is a great source of joy for me in ways that I didn't even realize. And another thing that I'm really grateful for and enjoy are the people here in Costa Rica. They're just so, it's friendly and smiles and connections that you don't even need to speak the same language. But because they're so much in the moment, they just pick up on, my son interacting with them, or, little things that might happen. They're just right there with us, and I really appreciate that. But I want to do, I'm probably going to cut this video and start another one here on just things that make me happy about this place, because sometimes it is tough to find your own things to be grateful for, and sometimes some suggestions might help. So, but I'm going to do a shorter video on that, and maybe we'll also have 2 parts on this video. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate that you endure my rambling here, but this is my little well, it's not little, it's a nice great big beach here. Samara is a beautiful spot. If anyone has any questions about Samara or they want to visit, feel free to shoot me a message. And because we'd love to have you down here. It's been called the Black Hole of Happiness, but that's a good thing. It's just where happiness goes, and it's such a beautiful community here. And so I feel very blessed to have found this place, to enjoy it, and to be able to share it with other people. So I love you guys. Mwah. Thank you for listening, and there's definitely more to come. We're going to do a short video right after this. So alrighty, take care.